video, he explains exactly what was wrong.
Let her cook. Just let her cook, all right? It's a lot of information, but let her cook. It's real quick.
Wrong with the boat, and it wasn't caused by a random billiage pump issue. Bilage, however you say it. Another thing is that the jump from when he last saw No to when they were yelling, "Get on the boat," you're missing a big piece of what made everybody run to the boat.
Pause. If you guys don't know, she said no. That is for Nolan. She's going to change the names a little bit because for some reason, even though she doesn't accuse anybody of anything, every time she starts talking about this bilge pump and them fleeing, like I said, TikTok pulled her video down and she had to repost on Instagram and speak in code. This is powerful. All right, let's go.
W also admits that the boy's name who writes with Smart started yelling at No. He also admits that throughout the day, they were all picking on No for being with that girl. And the moment, W says, the moment that girl and No sit in front of Smart's boat, Smart starts yelling at him all of a sudden out of nowhere, "Get on the boat." The boat wasn't having a bilage pump or bilge pump.
Here comes the $1 million breakdown.
Issue. Says verbatim, "We have an issue where we have finally trimmed down the boat and got it on the right plane." That they all moved to one side of the boat. When you trim down the motor to get it on the right plane, that means that you drop the bow. This is how you are supposed to get the actual boat from being completely still to an accelerated speed fast. That they left the trim down when trying to accelerate off the island at a very fast speed, and this is what blew the bilage pump. If the trim is not up when you try to take down, it causes water to back up in the bilage. The trim is left up, the bow shoots high into the air during acceleration, forcing all loose bilage water to rush to the very back of the hull. This is why they all tried to do the emergency mover where they move forward. This traps water in the boat and specifically at the bilage pump. Did an emergency remover that everyone knows about, and this fucked up the bilage pump and it started to take on water. Bilage pump wasn't an issue until they made it a quarter mile offshore, like he said, at 40 miles per hour, because they didn't take the emergency brake, and the maneuver that they used to try to get the bow back up fucked everything up on the boat. Question is, what type of panic or event ensued that y'all were moving so fast, the boys who've known boats since they were children, that y'all forgot to do the simplest thing when trying to accelerate from a stop on a boat that everyone knows when you're speeding, like they said, at 40 miles per hour. Something happened to cause enough chaos for them to fuck that up, is my point.